Alright, y'all, so I got my coworker trying it. And he's Mexican, by the way, so
yeah.
This is legit.
Did you tell him what's in this?
Oh, yeah, this is chicken birria and consomme.
Yes, you just dip it in here.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah. It's pretty fire.
What would you rate it out of 5?
Out of 5?
Authenticity and all that.
Like a 3.5.
Okay.
Pretty fire.
I got a 3.5, y'all.
I approve.
Hi girl, hi girl. If they say I ain't the baddest, then the motherfuckers lie. How you riding on a nigga? Hey, asking for a ride.
Okay, running up them bands, tryna bow till I fall. Running from his bitch, he gon' come when I call.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe, turn on your notifications, and go ahead and hit that like button for your girl. While you're at it, go ahead and turn on your notification bell so you can be notified every single time I post. So right here, I'm just cutting open all of the peppers so I can go ahead and de-pod or de-seed all of the chili pods. You don't want any of those seeds because when it comes time for you to blend all of your peppers together, those tend to get into your mixture when you let everything boil and marinate in that broth, and you don't really want that. So that's what I'm going to be doing.
I'm about to wash the meat right now. I'm about to wash the meat.
After you've thoroughly cleaned, emphasis on cleaned, your chicken, you're going to go ahead and add your seasonings. So I'm going in with the cayenne pepper. Honestly, y'all, I do not measure. So I want to say that's like a teaspoon, but honestly, just season to taste. And then we're going with the chili powder, and I want to say that's about a half a teaspoon right there. And then we're going to use about a fourth of a teaspoon of cumin. And then we're going in with the cinnamon, and my hand kind of slipped, so honestly you can use about a half of a teaspoon of cinnamon. And then we're gonna go in with the oregano paste. But pause, why the hell does it look like that? Come on. Ew. But nah, this stuff right here is hitting, okay? And that's on purr. After that, you're gonna go ahead and add about, I want to say, a fourth of a teaspoon of allspice. What you can do instead of using that, you can add cinnamon, but I didn't have the cinnamon, so I just used allspice. And then I went ahead and added this mustard seasoning. Normally you don't add this, but I like the way it tastes, so like I said, just season it to taste. And then we're gonna add a little bit of crushed black pepper, and then after that you just gonna rub it in. But yeah, you're gonna go ahead and make sure you rub all of those good seasonings up into that chicken. You're gonna make sure your chicken is well seasoned so it can marinate and get all of that good stuff. Okay. So after you've put your chicken to marinate, you're gonna take all of your chili pods that you went ahead and de-seeded and put it in a pot, and you're gonna set the stove to high, and you're gonna let that go ahead and have a running boil. Once you see that your chili pods are boiling, you're going to add your 2 Roma tomatoes. You can either add 2 or 1 depending on how thick you want your consommé to be. Now this key ingredient that's coming up is the Àrbol Chile. This right here is where the heat is. I've added about 6 to 8 chiles, and you're gonna let those boil into the mixture for about 5 minutes, just to get them a little bit tender, so when it goes time for you to blend it in the blender, they'll easily blend with no problem. After you've boiled everything up, you're gonna go ahead and start blending. So right here you see me putting a heaping tablespoon of minced garlic. Now you can choose to either chop up your garlic yourself, or you can be lazy like me and just use the minced jar garlic. And then I'm going ahead and adding 1/4 of an onion chopped mediumly, just so you can blend it when it comes time to blend in the blender, so it's not as hard. And then we're using chipotle peppers in adobo sauce. Make sure it's an adobo sauce, because that extra little adobo flavor definitely helps when it comes time for you to marinate and combine everything and create your consommé. And then we're gonna go ahead and take the peppers and tomato mixture that we boiled up on the stove, and we're gonna add that to our blender. Most people let it cool down, but I like to live life on a risk. LOL, I really don't. If you know me, you know I don't. But I don't really wait for my stuff to cool down because I don't got time for that. But if you want to let your peppers and all your stuff cool down before you put it in the blender, by all means, do so. But I'm not. So if your blender breaks, don't blame it on me. So because I went ahead and decided to make my birria in a crock pot, what you're going to do is add your chicken to your crock pot, and then you're going to take that blended mixture that we previously just blended, and you're going to put it in a strainer. You're going to go ahead and either take a fork or a whisk or whatever, and you're going to whisk it through that strainer, and whatever like chunky like peppers that didn't blend properly or whatever that didn't blend smoothly will get caught into the strainer, so it won't be in like your consomme mix. So when you drink your consomme or you eat your tacos with your broth, it's just strictly a nice broth without any chunks or lumps in it, and that'll help with you just basically enjoying the meal. So you're gonna go ahead and do that, and then after you completely strain your pepper mixture, you're going to go ahead and add your extra ingredients. So right here I'm just adding my bay leaves. I added about 6 to 8 bay leaves, but I honestly would say for this meal, since I only have about 2 pounds of chicken, it's best to add about anywhere between 3 to 5 bay leaves. That should be enough. It's not that my consomme tasted bad or anything, but it just had a very, very strong taste of bay leaf, and I think you could go without that. And then you're gonna go ahead and add a bouillon chicken cube. Once you get done adding your bouillon chicken cube, I like to use Knors chicken flavored bouillon seasoning, and then I also use bone broth. Listen, it may sound like I'm putting a lot of seasoning or salt, but I promise you, you want that chicken flavor to be all throughout your chicken. After I add the bone broth, I go ahead and add some of the Swanson chicken broth, low sodium, so it's not that much salt in it, to my blender container, and I just add about a half of that to my blender, and I just shake it on up. Shake, 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 shake that booty. But no, I just shake it on up, and just get the remainder of that pepper mix out of there, while also using some chicken broth to flavor the consomme a little bit more. After that, you're gonna add a whole onion to your mix just to add a lot of flavor and give it aromatics. And then you're gonna add about 6 to 8 garlic cloves, and then you're gonna add about half a small bag of carrots to your mix. This is gonna give your consomme a lot of flavor, with about 16 ounces of filtered or spring water to your consomme. And then after you've mixed everything, you're gonna give it a little taste test to see if you like how it tastes, if it's, you know, to your liking. And then you're just gonna go ahead and let that crock pot do its thing and let it cook for about 4 to 6 hours, checking it every couple of hours just to make sure everything is to your liking.
6.5 hours later.
After your consomme has cooked completely, it'll look like this, and you see all that little fatty layer up top. That's exactly what you need, because you're gonna go ahead and dip your corn tortillas into that broth, and I tell you, that top flavoring is amazing. But before you do that, you're gonna take all of your chicken out, and you're gonna go ahead and shred it into fine pieces, so you can go ahead and put it into your birria tacos. And that's what you see me doing right here. Once it's been chopped finely, you're gonna go ahead and take those corn tortillas and you're gonna go ahead and dip them into your consomme mix. And that fatty layer that I first showed you in earlier, that's what you're gonna go ahead and gently glide the corn tortillas on top of. So I went ahead off camera and chopped up some onions and some cilantro. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a frying pan and you're gonna take a little bit of some canola oil after you've let the pan heat up, and you're gonna add that to your frying pan. And this is how you're gonna get that nice crispy crunch on the outside layer of your tortilla. After your oil has heated up a little bit, you're gonna take some of that consomme and you're gonna go ahead and dip it or pour it into your frying pan. And those tortillas that you had previously dipped into the consomme, you're gonna go ahead and add them to the pan with a little bit of mozzarella cheese. What you can also use, since I couldn't find this cheese, it's like queso cheese. I usually get it from this Mexican restaurant. That's really good in this, but the mozzarella works just as fine. And you're just gonna go ahead and fill your tacos in with some chicken. I did some with chicken solely, and then I did some with chicken onions, a little bit of the consomme mix, and some cilantro. But you can go ahead and layer them and add whatever you like to them. Once you're done with everything, this is how it should look. Hey y'all, sorry I look a hot mess. It's like 8 in the morning, but I wanted to jump on here and try these for y'all. So these are the queso tacos, and this is the consomme. It's like, I'm good. Oh, delicioso. I did that, and that's some period. Y'all go ahead and try this recipe. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you like it. Let me know how you made it. And let me know what you guys want to see in the next video. Thank you so much. Peace, loves, and blessings.